Leipzig say omope Benjamin Sesko. Right here na me no wudi nkomo say yen train yen hunu how our situation ni be unfold in the latter stages of Enrano to understand the clear indication of whatever Manchester United or Newcastle wants to do. But before then, I cited two things to you. One, I think that Newcastle should have a look upon Omwankasa when they say baby almost standard nijina no munyan drew baby a ometimini big clubs are locking horns when it comes to buying a specific player. We've already spoken about said then go along that particular tangent, get your players right. Maybe in the next few years, you could become a team on your selling club just to maintain your status. Then number two, I also spoke about Manchester United, baby, or Mujina or Moko Sesko akutria amount of money in the Leipzig. What you say, me catch was Obia or Bekacho say Manchester United are not overpaying for Benjamin Sesko Biano, and no correct. Manchester United are clearly overpaying for Benjamin Sesko. Whether you like it or not, they are overpaying for Benjamin Sesko.
Dynamic.
But in this discussion, day Anna in Komoni Bedru say
Slovenia Hercules. One video we know who you call or did tip more. Wait,
it's over make a sala.
Oh, they got two rugby posts. It's over make a sala. It's over make a sala.
What do you know? Now, firstly, the real situation there has been several comments a movie around as to say Newcastle mu project in a day and United are overpay in terms of salaries. Eddie ama Benjamin Sesko intina Benjamin Sesko eja tun so mesi akadia mo nana fancy anyoma miru na me no bedi hun komo na nwume nana pay decide whatever that was between Manchester United and Newcastle United. Now there's one thing we call project efficiency, and there's another thing we talk about when it comes to status perception. So you can say project efficiency ni nchire muni nti ase nyina na yese say what the Newcastle club no to na the Manchester United club no to onom na dwumadi a omudi e wo moboboko nim say de be moboboko ni betimi agi inkruwa imfie da yanim no etesen
okay
obi dia ye chen ne yonko dia na hope oba akodie mu e chen ba akodie na. That is the first discussion that went on between Sesko agent Manchester United, Newcastle United, when it comes to Sesko and making a choice as to which club and obesi akandi amomo. The next thing they talked about the status perception. Francis Yaka said the status perception obusa won say so the Newcastle and Manchester United tun say near in the next 3 or 4 years Newcastle almost status to say Manchester United status to say the past, the present and the future.
Yeah.
O consider san your mama yensa ni nyina. Historically Manchester United club no eson eswa empempenso maduru to say some discussions ni nyina went into the decision involving Newcastle, Manchester United, and Benjamin Sesko no say oh choose say why ana mekwa si akan dia ma no. Now in this particular discussion no ana ebegina say Sesko who say when it comes to project efficiency fancy no kura ni nyame anim ne imprempren mu no Newcastle ya de che Manchester United
like form there form there
temporary ana
class na permanent
ana mo hwe ohwe edi ha omu team na hwe Alexander Isak of society that buy na ote saying and society that no ofri obaye no improvement ne te saying
ono so crap so oko now the improvement eba Isak bobo ni mu a fancy you could feel say when it comes to project efficiency based on form Newcastle have the ability to improve Benjamin Sesko more than Manchester United. Form. Ana in prepare mu no Manchester United so dia. Omo ko fa Rasmus Hojlund dinaba. Omo ko fa JD Sancho dinaba. Omo ko fa players bebre do ba. But individually the players are not improving. Which is true and factual. It when me no say there be aha no me coach na nkasa ma akosi akan wo no na nneoma betima akoyi ama me amatimi improve. But Osanso twen ho kwa ni mu biem no say there be form your temporary class your permanent. Because in the next future, edi assurance pa na be wo say, hwe say player bi ti say Isaac every team ni mako. Na he transfer situation na Newcastle de na mu. Na he price o mo de ato no so no. Newcastle project na ankasa na me say imprint ya na anhwa that should be a twice 1 or 2 years na nothing show say bibia betimi improve. But me Manchester United so a o makwa ahoyehia mu atwam. Ba ebe me fe say me so ma be si aka Manchester United ni abeka che say within the next 1 or 2 years no yen ene de Manchester United here dey e ba soro. Then he looked at the signings both clubs are doing. Manchester United are signing Mbeumo. Last season or contributing how many goals and assists in the Premier League? I'm not sure Matheus Cunha or provided how many goals and assists in the Premier League. And then Manchester United were one of the best creators in the Premier League in the shape of Bruno Fernandes. It is a mini Bruno Fernandes so very likely says Xavi Simons normal as Abomebo say I'm match this number of goals. A player like Bruno Fernandes a bit mama match this number of goals. Then he decides Panay. Fancy. Then it comes to the status perception. Or Manchester United status no Newcastle status in a gap in the womb. Manchester United still remains the club everyone is talking about. And I'm saying this idea. I've decided the same I kind of Manchester United and he moves. Now in taking such decision, ni Ababa Tenase, ni Ahechiri, ni a dim komo about a day na Benjamin Sesko at the Manchester United. And before I ever who do the Manchester United, I also who the Manchester United lucky. Before Ansani Ababa discussing whatever he brings to Manchester United. Because first so obeying here BB now the Adekodiano Komana. Either say Adekodiano enye and I say Adekodiano a swim man fast war. But me who didn't come you know. Last season for Manchester United, fancy. Say check Manchester United XG per every single 90 minutes. Any goals are Manchester United a share per every single 90 minutes. Shadrach Bittima boy graph now. You would understand the reason why Manchester United are poised in getting players like Benjamin Sesko, Matheus Cunha, and Brian Mbeumo. Now on the graph on your screen, I see any XG per 90 minutes. Expected goals will be to me is a goals also Manchester United share. See about 90 minutes more we are. Do also mutimi share. Manchester United Oman share also mutimi share bear 1.5 goals, which is equivalent to bear 2 goals per every single 90 minutes. And also United team share. But realistically, you game na Manchester United I should be a bear 1.1 and I say be a bear 1.09 be baby. Omuntimi and share goals no and fan complement more XG na also munya every single 90 minutes. Meaning say Manchester United underperforming. Manchester United underperforming when it comes to the XG as compared to the total number of goals almost every single 90 minutes. Now, so Manchester United in this position, Mike, they will need to get players or more outscore or more XG last season to come into the club. Said the bear or more betimi increasing their chances of matching their XG last season or more underperforming. It is a sort of betimi boy in terms of the list of players or more outperforming or more XG last season in the top 5 leagues. You would understand the entire United went in for Cunha, went in for Mbeumo, and now they are going in for Sesko. It is the main focus of United yes last season. Yet I say when you say XG man underperforming. So now let's bring in players or more outperforming or more personal XGs because of more in terms of scoring a lot of chances. You know, also in the list. Why the toss of fourth in terms of players or more outperforming or more XG? Brian Mbeumo. Obana be do 9 fair why no ba benya Matheus Cunha. Then Okon down be able to do 28 and one Benjamin Sesko. Okay. There's more outperforming. Or more expected goals. And United air signing or Moba because United no last season also almost unexpected goals of 58 almost 44. They performed below their expected goal ratio. Now, in this instance, Benjamin Sesko in the last 2 seasons in the Bundesliga has 27 goals. The expected XG is 17.7 goals. Meaning, say, we're outperforming the XG by 10 solid goals. It United Philly said no. You the way back in Mbeumo, Cunha Hua, Ebeboa. And United believe it is a totally different situation. It's only to talk Tama no mo for Rasmus Hojlund de naba na. Because mo for Rasmus Hojlund de naba na Anthony on Premier League na fe no aba. Experience wise, quality in the Premier League no ashe goals do say no abo say. Number 2, Jadon Sancho na form let say consistent and inconsistent. Alejandro Garnacho na performances let say. The only player Rasmus Hojlund could count on in the Manchester United setup was Bruno Fernandes. Fullbacks near Diego Dalot. Yebobo season e na Dalot why assist do say. Luxon no be assist ni prakoba sa. Etiene yo ko fa Mazori de ne buy. Mazori ne Dalot interchange ba ko botre na ba ko abo 2. Afi wingbacks ne bedrum pepe so bi ne hu se obi ti se Amad Diallo mo. Provide assist. But in this instance, Manchester United will say almost surrounded a young potential with quality experience from the league, not in terms of trophies. 10 years. Quality experience, not in terms of trophies, but in terms of experience in playing the Premier League. And they are tested and proven in the English Premier League. Matheus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo alongside Bruno Fernandes. It will provide a lot to their man. Fancy, this is why Manchester United entered into the market for a player like Benjamin Sesko. Now, what does he bring? Fancy, last season, check it for the past 2 seasons in the Bundesliga. 64 games, 15th when ranked Bundesliga, goes 27th or ranked 7th. So he's not the best of the best when it comes to goal scoring in the Bundesliga. Fashion trim, Sesko only the best of the best when it comes to scoring in the Bundesliga. But right-footed goals 13th in the Bundesliga, left-footed goals 32nd, headed goals 8th, in the league 4th. Baby, I imagine that's where dim common yes and your mom headed goals in fast breaks. What checking Manchester United preseason games in Naira have 5 seconds. Everything clearly indicates that United will not change in one season to become a highly dominant team against any opponent. United ain't team better after one season and a highly dominant team against any opponent in one season. This is Munya Abutre. Kakra. Into first breaks you need a player in the shape of Benjamin Sesko, which is in terms of the Bundesliga in the last 2 seasons, players on match fast break goals do no or also third and send about headed goals set pieces he is there. Fancy, he is not your ultimate goal scorer and you prove your statistics here that your screen you say fancy from RB Leipzig on share 20 goals a season that Benjamin Sesko on share 20 goals a season that and you be a exceptional exceptional, but he is brought in for specific purposes and he has the ability to outgrow baby Ojina say technically fancy or completely not less than 1.46 dribbles per every single 90 minutes per height. And in the place
Bundesliga.
And even an out and out striker in the Bundesliga, he outperformed every single out and out striker in terms of dribbles. In the Premier League, this is a test case for him. But I think United knows the reason why they went in for him, and these are the reasons I'm and it will be team. Quickly, fancy, I may say Liverpool. As also you're good sellers in the market. They are not only being buyers because ultimately turned that win winners for 65 million euros. Fancy your motor on say after 2 or 3 years, value now also get me back for more. This is a player Liverpool are more reacting in at as some penny beam. But they've been able to sell him for 65 million euros.
Almost 75. So me sure say be add-ons be crabesa.
Add-ons be crabesa
or some but 2 seasons.
And there was a revelation yesterday from Germany said they dictated how much they were going to take from Luis Diaz. Emma say Liverpool also was sell on clause. So you understand how they are doing their business and how they are getting money. Say no kwa be first so be spend you see can the way obesity assign be there. Me so be abetimi o mako Chelsea de na bia omo ton o ma de omo saka o musika de omo de ba ko fa bia no e omo ankasa choice. He say Alexander Isak si Canada ho hometete as to say Newcastle ebe jemu amana kono but stance am no di nkomo dey very difficult for Newcastle so ombeka say Isak nko because omo nyanya replacement. This is where Jackson and Oli Watkins could come in. But Newcastle project no me ya any the way situation is City corner. If they are not careful, in the next 5 years, some lose players be say Bruno Gomes Mourinho. We put a big dent on their image, especially with their project. And now I'm a citing example now with Chelsea, Manchester City, how they became a force to reckon with in the Premier League. And if we outside the Premier League, Newcastle they are not to say Tam. Ashasi. Be a quite new number some but we player now team now Bruno Guimaraes. We player now team now Isa. We player now team now Tonelia. Wa fancy. At the equals you beka the natural. Ube too full. Say project in the crown or money me do home come on the crown as a sebi and tasu mukakra. It's my paper being fenina. But I think we be open the door for Chelsea to see something. Say Ebia Nicolas Jackson made me movie diaba. But fancy.
Because Chelsea for no day, I'm Newcastle must start.
I'm Newcastle Casacra
between 50 to 60 million pounds.
Quick.
I'm bet me
Chelsea nye.
Yeah.
Chelsea nye. Chelsea J ya minim say there Garnacho ni Xavi Simons. But fancy. Xavi Simons no. Chelsea should do whatever it takes to bring Akomea.
Play and the
every single game I've watched from Leipzig, and even except of Benjamin Sesko, there's one player who always stands tall in that video. Xavi Simons. Left ear Juma, right ear Juma. Technically. Fancy me players are technically omuye very good. One kutana head so be Jeffrey in item. I love such players. And Oye signing a obey improve Chelsea in every single aspect.
Aish.
101.3
in every single, because one fancy he can create. You see, Adema Rodri, exceptional at some point in time a Ballon d'Or award no. A man common class on time said one. Rodri did not only become a defensive midfielder who tackled and even intercepted passes. Rodri grow obi ana osasu controlling dominating games the Manchester City. Thirdly was having a creator. So having a midfielder who can defend, tackle and intercept. At the same time, the midfielder who can help you control possession. And at the same time, a midfielder will be create amount. And it's very difficult to have that player, especially 3-in-1. And this is a player that offers that.
Whoa.
Yes, so time where they are.
Okodu ana we in America. Mate. Whoa, Mesa Meda say now Shano Agenye ABCD and quick. No part 10 o'clock bia omoye draw now some of them may ba Mr. Bodo or Sporty FM now Mr. Bodo so aba. Now was a the ABC game a first draw 10 a.m. Dianama but I'm saying ya H kakra I was thrown to Mumfanche. Shark so bet nya me ahwe omo munya sikana. Wo ye letters no from A to Z uchuzumi ensa from 5 Ghana ekonari bia to echi do be to echi bia no se bam ba ko bam a what diska me no bam a what diska na me ensa so bam a eno so no ye do sika na bon apem enso ena diama ti se shark eye ready ameba so na mama manfo said ye eye winners no ana se draw no esikwa Mike yenti we
fancy me that say a lot of developments near there. Let's start with what is happening in Spain.